umomgtarot, and this is your Who's Dreaming of You tarot card reading. Virgo, as you know, there's traveling in dreams. There's synergy. People thinking about other people like you. People thinking about you at all times, let's face it. And we're going to figure out who. We're going to expose who's doing the dreaming about you and what they be dreaming about when it comes to you. Because you can dream about somebody, it's because they deeply affect your subconscious. So Virgo, let's have a look. If you'd like your own personal reading, please check out the description. There's a link to my website. And let's go. Your first card. So first person, first vibe. First energetic, astrological vibe that is dreaming about you is a familiar one because they share the same planetary ruler as you, Gemini. Right, some of you Geminis are dreaming about you. You guys are both pretty attractive, I guess. You guys have a mutual attraction there, and the energy is communicative, mischievous, lively, witty, and informative. Stimulating exchange is possible. So stimulating exchange, this person has that Mercury bond with you, so you appreciate quirky communication with this person and the fact that they have multiple personalities. I was gonna say that, but that's not flattering. But they have like this energy that's always different. It keeps you on your toes. It's exciting, it's fun, it's thrilling to them. You never know what you're gonna get, right? Then we have Taurus energy. They're doing that dreaming. And Tauruses, they're ruled by the planet Venus. So you already know it's going to be a liquid dream. They got to, I don't remember the words, but that Old Town song, you know what I'm talking about? Okay, so Taurus, the energy around you shows the abundance of nature. It is rich, earthy, and productive, yet relaxed and slow. So Taurus energy is also a very protective energy. So this person will feel some sort of like, I want to shield you from harm. I'm protective. I want to be your hero. You know, my name is Enrique. I'm going to stop with the lame jokes. I'm going to cut them down. But yeah, no, this person at the end of the day, grizzly bear with a heart of gold. Your final zodiac sign is the Cancer energy. Okay, we got water in here. Sensitive being. This energy is emotional, sensitive, caring, and loving. It may concern family, a mother, or a child. So this person, you know, they may be someone who's very, you know, their identity is on par with their mother. They may be a very family-oriented person. This person's very sensitive, they're very caring, and they give a very nurturing energy as well. So between Gemini, Taurus, and Cancer, this person's very communicative about their feelings, or even if they're not, they have a tough exterior to some degree. But they're very sensitive on the inside, and they're very quirky, interesting, bubbly, but also very sensitive. So that's your person. No wonder they're dreaming about you. They have all this lover energy up in here. Soft, gooey energy. But let's see what they're dreaming about. I was gonna use the Tattoo Tarot, but I feel like I should use a different. I should use a softer, a gentler one. A gentler tarot deck, and I'm gonna have to shuffle. So I'm gonna use the Light Seers tarot deck. Let's give it a shuffle for Virgo. What are they dreaming about when they? What is this Gemini Taurus energy? Gemini Taurus Cancer energy dreaming about when it comes to Virgo? What are they dreaming about when it comes to Virgo? Okay, so. Knight of Wands. Ooh. Oh. They're having, I'm telling you. King of Wands are dreaming about that action. They're dreaming about that action. And that action belongs to you, actually. Because they're seeing the King of Wands, they're dreaming the person that has the power and the action. And I feel like that power and action is coming from your end, because it would be more self-oriented if it was theirs. King of Wands, that might be, yes, sexual action. That might be an event that transpired where this person made a little bit of a manipulative decision, and you know, let's keep going because we want to see this. Now we have the Death and Rebirth card, and it's in reverse as well. This is connected to Scorpio energy, but it's also connected to that like life and death, and so afterlife, like the cycle of life. type energy. It's also connected to karmic energy. But most importantly, this is connected to an ending that occurred between the two of you. And now that I look at it with the King of Wands and the Death card, I go, was there a conflict? Was there an action that was a little bit manipulative and overpowering? And like, it's like you authoritatively introduced a problem or some sort of manipulation tactic as an offensive attack, not defense, offensive attack of some sort. There's something here where this King of Wands used their authority, which could mean like I manipulated your feelings, or I took advantage of a situation, or I acted selfishly to get what I wanted, you know, made an executive move, action that resulted in the end of the relationship, death and rebirth. But this is like, may have been a death and rebirth and an on and off again relationship, or just the marking of the end, a really significant marker of the end of the relationship, an action that was taken by this person. Oh my God. Okay, so we have now the Three of Swords in reverse. So this person, okay, well now I kind of, no, I'm not, you know, no disrespect, but I'm looking at you. Whatever the Three of Swords is in reverse, I go, okay, well the sword's handle is in your hand. So there may have been a third party situation that really marked the end. Somebody initiated this third party situation, and it may have been the definitive end to the cycle of death and rebirth in this relationship. So you may have been on again and off again, on again, off again, or you may have had ebbs and flows in the relationship. But the final marker of the end was a third party situation that was both disappointing and heartbreaking. Okay, so they're dreaming about this. Then we have the Ace of Swords, which means they start to think differently. The way they started to think started to shift. Oh, this gives us all the reason as to why they're thinking about you. They may have, just because of the event, regardless of what position they took in it, whether it was the offender or the person who this was done to, you did this to, their thought process has changed about the situation. The way that they approached it before, their thinking pattern, maybe it was getting really upset, maybe it was lashing back, maybe it was doing this action in spite of or as a focal point of this disappointment. Maybe they're like, oh, I don't trust anymore, so here's how I act in relationships. Maybe it was intentional, maybe not, but it affected them and how they think, their thought processes. So this person, there they are dreaming. There they are dreaming about this sad situation that they're still trying to recover from, that they have it on their mind, and it's very challenging for them. Look at that. We just are riddled with swords towards the end of this, and now we know why their dreaming is there. It's like this subconscious pain or disappointment that has affected them mentally. That is a challenge for them mentally. Ace of Swords are just trying to change their thought processes and change the way that they think about situations. And they're trying to recover from it. Four of Swords is about replenishing lost energy and trying to reconcile things in your head and try to digest them, try to understand them, so that you can move forward and evolve as a person and learn your lessons and just make that a part of who you are, rather than revisiting it over and over and over. But again, I guess it was such a jolting event. This King of Wands action, so it was an action. It may have been like you slept with someone else, or it may have been like you did something to burn a bridge. We see the fire. We see the fire with the stick. It's like, I'm here for some action that is like, I mean, it's not the sword, but it's chaotic. Whatever this person did, or whatever they feel they did. Maybe what they did in response to a third party situation was the definitive end to the relationship. I mean, it looks either way. It's a series of manipulative and self-involved events. Third party situation I would consider a self-involved event where you don't let both parties know what's going on. And this, again, shifted the way that they think, and maybe it has affected them mentally, that it's affected them subconsciously to the point where they're just recovering from the whole situation. They can't stop thinking about. So whether or not they did this to themselves, they're still thinking about it. They're still dreading it. They're still recovering from it. It still does affect them. It makes them feel just kind of, maybe even bedridden. And that's where they're at. That's why they're dreaming about you. So, if you did something dirty, it goes beyond that confrontation. It affects people. It changes their lives. It changes the way they think. And vice versa. Like if they did that to you, it feels like they, once it's in your dreams, you know that you're deeply affected by it, and maybe they just don't know how to reconcile it in their head. I'm not saying call and be like, I'm sorry, like, because that might just stir something up, but I'm saying think about how you affect people. And people should think about how they affect you, because you could be going through the same thing. So choose people that care about your thoughts and feelings and your mental health. All right, so yeah, it's people who are nurturing. People who are nurturing. I don't know how much nurture Virgos need. You guys are very independent and loner type. So you're just like, I need nurture when I ask for it, and that's it. Stay out of my business. Anyways, there it is. That's your reading. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment, share the video. And if you'd like your own personal reading, please check out the description. There's a link to my website, as well as a link to my Etsy shop. And I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.